when you book with Expedia?
Don't have to go all by yourself.
Like a great companion, the Expedia app has your back throughout your journey because it matters who you travel with. Click to download today.
Hello, all right. I am so excited for tea snack time. I'm gonna make some really lovely little sandwiches today. There are very few things in this life that I love more than tea sandwiches, to be honest with you. Like, I'm so into like cutesy little finger foods in a big way. And I feel like the tea sandwich is truly perfect because you can put whatever you want in it and it will be good, just like inherently, because it's a sandwich. Exactly. You get it. You get it. Oh, hey, Chandra, how are ya? Thanks for that resub, my love. It's so nice to see you. Yeah, small food does taste better. It's true. I am streaming at a time you can watch again. Totally. I just made my tea. Did I remember to grab the bag of it? No. Fortunately, I didn't go far. So, I am drinking today Rue the Day. I'm so obsessed with this stuff that I keep accidentally bringing more home from the tea shop, and then it's like I already had 2 bags of it in my cupboards. So my black tea selection is like approximately 5% this stuff in several bags. So every time I think I need more at the shop, I'm like, maybe I should double check now. I did not bring some home yesterday, even though I thought I was out. And then I found 2 bags of it in my cupboard, so good job me. This one is like a Russian dessert tea kind of situation. It's a cream black tea with sour cherry and star anise in it, and I think it's the dreamiest thing in the world. So that is what I'm drinking. It is from a Princess Tutu collection, so it is like a rivalry-fueled Wicked Girl ballerina inspired tea, and I kind of live for that. It's like so pretty. So aromatic. If you're not a star anise person, this is not for you, but it is for me. Let me see, where should I put this? Womp, over there. That's fine. So, and I decided to go with a cup that has an actual handle and a saucer and everything today because we're doing it up fancy. We're making tea sandwiches. I have a cute little tray to put them on and everything, so I'm using an actual saucer and all today. Like a fancy person. All right, so I have many things to do here, but let me talk to you about what Sammys we're gonna make so you can get hype. And obviously, tea sandwiches, you can put whatever you want in the middle, and it's glorious. So, you know, you do you, but I'm gonna be doing 3 different kinds today, pretty classic ones, but like, I feel like these are ones that are kind of obvious choices. However, if you have specific techniques going on, specific seasonings, that's like elevated. So you can have a cucumber sandwich and it is like such a glamorous cucumber sandwich and people will be like, I didn't even know that a cucumber sandwich could be like that. So we're doing cucumber sandwiches, obviously, but we're also going to be doing a chicken curry sandwich with roasted almond, and we are going to be doing the classic salmon cream cheese sandwich. Yeah, so first things to do is I got a bunch of almonds, and none of this is fancy or expensive, but it's going to look fancy and expensive when I'm done with it. So if you want to show off, which I basically always do, then these are awesome recipes to try. There we go. It did not tear nicely, so I made it. Oh, hey! Look at all these friends. How are you all today? I'm so happy you're here. You're all wonderful and beautiful, and I'm glad to know you. Okay, I need a dish. There we go. I'm going to roast my almond. They taste better that way. If you get a little caramelization on them, you can have them raw if you want to, but they make my tongue itch like that, so I'm not going to do it. And I'm not putting any oil or anything on them. They have enough oil already in them. Almonds are very high in fat, so they'll caramelize nicely on their own. Yeah. Hey, Scrap Threads, what up? You got to do your second order last night? Yay! That's great. Did you manage to score some of the Earl Grey before it goes away? Today is the last day for it. And then it's gone. Which actually, I think I maybe even have a cute little command. I learned how to use the night bot. Womp. Does that work? Oh, yeah. I did it. Also, somebody do the thing and write T heart because I made it say a thing. And it's nice. And I really want to learn, and Chandra, maybe you can help me. I really want to learn how to do a Nightbot command that puts rotating messages, like random messages in. That would be very cool to do, because I want to do that, but have it say a bunch of stuff. Thank you for doing that. Jaden, you're in the hospital. What's going on? Oh, no. That doesn't sound good at all. Oops. Not sure I know how to do that. Cool. I'm sure one of us will figure out how to do that, and it'll be very exciting, and we can all learn. All right, so I'm getting my cucumber sandwiches ready. It does look like, because we had a heat wave, my fridge overcompensated and froze some of my produce in there. So this side looks all good. This side definitely got frozen. That's freezer thaw damage. It makes it super gelatinous and weird, so we're not going to use that part. But this side looks good, so I think it just hit the stem there. So, all good. We're gonna just get rid of the part with the frozen damage. Sarah Shay, hello! Also, do you know that I always have to say your full name because it's such like a fabulous stage name, so anytime I ever talk about you, I call you Sarah Shay. It doesn't matter how long we know each other or how good of friends we are, you will always be Sarah Shay forever. I think it's because you're fancy. Okay, so I think my freezer damage is about, yeah, that's about it. There we go. Yeah. Pepino, indeed. Oh my gosh, Jaden, are you alright? Shoot. I hope you're not too damaged. Alright, so I'm gonna get these cucumbers going. Now, I already put my almond slivers in the oven at 350, so they're toasting. I just have to, well, I'm using my psychic powers because I never burn anything. I always just have a little oven timer in the back of my head that goes off when something is perfectly done. And I have no concept of time. Maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe it's 10. I genuinely couldn't tell you. So I'll say you can roast your almonds until they're done, which is not very helpful to a lot of people. So I'll say until they start to go brown and they start to get a good nose on them, because they'll continue to cook even after you take them out. So just keep that in mind. You want to take them out of the oven when they are like halfway to as brown as you want. So yeah. Yeah, I hope you're not too damaged. Could be a shirt. I know, right? Gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jaden. Shoot. I'll light a candle for you if you like. That's what we have candles for. All right, I'm doing not a great job. So these guys, I want them cut really thin, and I'm super out of practice. I used to be able to just like whoosh, whoosh, like paper thin. If you can kind of see through them, that's awesome. If they're a little bit thicker than that, whatever. If they're super, super thick, you're going to have a weird, soggy sandwich that doesn't make any sense to your mouth. Presumably. That's my experience anyway. We're going to cover this, and putting them on the paper towels is super important. Yeah. Yeah, Jaden, keep us posted on how your recovery goes, my dear. That's so scary. Joint injuries are nothing to mess with. Go. Shoop. So I'm going to cover this paper towel with my cucumber. Did y'all see that video, that amazing, Maccabee Medical Monday? Cucumber. This awesome dude does, like, medicinal plant wraps and is just my favorite person in the world. His cucumber wrap is just unbelievable. I love him. And you can kind of overlap them a little bit if you like in a small fan style. But we will be seasoning them on this plate, and so you'll only get seasoning on the, visible surface area, of course. So just keep that in mind. If you like just a little salt and pepper up in your shit, then, you can overlap them pretty significantly. But if you like a little more, something in your sandwich, then I would spread them out more. All right. Now, the reason that we're on a paper towel right now at all is because we want to take some of the moisture out of them, or else the butter will not want to stick, and that sucks. So that's fine for now. So we're gonna do that. Got our paper towel with all our little cuties. Yeah, it has started cooling off. Thank you, Chandra. Yes. Ugh. I actually didn't. I didn't need to only sleep in a sheet last night. I was able to close windows or open windows, at different parts of the day than I have been. So that was quite exciting. It was great. All right, so I put a little pepper, a little fresh ground pepper. You can use white pepper, but I think it tastes like a barnyard smells, and I don't like it. But some people like it. I was taught with white pepper, and then I rejected it as I move forward in my life. And I am putting salt, a pretty generous helping of salt, because I use unsalted butter. So I'm salting my cucumbers instead. If you use salted butter, you can use a lighter touch with your salt on your cucumbers. And then I'm going to put another paper towel over top. Yeah, you like the white pepper, but it is barnyard, totally. Great, and now I'm going to weight it with this one. So because we put salt on the cucumber, it's going to start expressing fluids, which sounds medical, but it's botanical. Don't worry about it. It's not gross. It's plants. Yeah, so this is going to soak up all the extra fluids, and then we'll come back to it when we're ready. Put that over there for now. And in the meantime, I'm going to check my sweet almond babies. How are you doing in there, babies? Yeah, let's make a mess. All right, I'm going to flip them and let them go again. Obviously, if you have a nut allergy, just don't do this part. Hold on. I feel like my music is really loud to me. I don't know if it is to you. I like a little bit of background music, but you love the plate. Oh yeah, the Talavera style one. Totally, me too. Yeah, all my favorite dishes are the Talaveras. Yeah, anytime I see one, I'm like, coming home with me. So I do have a handful of plates that are in that style. Great. And on the cucumber sandwich front, I have here fresh mint from my garden. If you don't grow any mint, store-bought is fine. We're going to cut this up. If you're making a mess, are you really cooking? I know, right? Hey, love, how are you? You know all about that messy hobbit life. Yes, all right. So I'm going to peel all my mint, pick, whatever, off of the stems. Yeah. God, this smells so flippin' good. And I'm not, let's see, it's kind of warm in here, so probably my butter is, yeah, it's softer than it was. That's something. It's not quite as soft as I would like it. Now, ideally, I didn't prep well enough ahead, and also I wanted to demo the technique to you, but ideally, you're making your compound butter the day before so that the mint really has time to permeate and perfume and flavor. But it is totally also just fine to just throw some fresh chopped mint in with your butter and mix it all up at that time. It's still going to be delicious. Yeah. Went through all the butter at the beach. Has made a huge mess with the blueberry coffee cake. Yes, I love it. Not familiar with that style. Wait, what style? What did I say? Oh, the plates. Talavera. Yeah, that's a Mexican style. Talavera. Yeah, it's a Mexican style of pottery art. Typically, it is done with actual mosaic, but this is designed to look like a pretty traditional mosaic style, but it's painted on rather than laid in. So yeah. Hey, Nikki, I'm so glad you're here. We've only just begun. I am roasting some almonds right now. I've got my cucumbers all thin sliced and between two pieces of paper towel, and now I'm chopping up some fresh mint to make a compound butter for our cucumber sandwiches. And I'm going to do this early because I didn't do it a day ahead of time, so I'm going to let this sit and do its aromatic thing as we are doing everything else. So making compound butters, it works really well to do in a food processor. I'm doing everything by hand today because I can and because I don't like the noise that the food processor makes, and I don't want to subject you to it. So we'll just do it. We'll just do it all by hand. And then the only noise you get is me yammering and rattling stuff around on the counter. That smells good. All right. Now, I'm gonna be a little sloppy here. This is our family butter dish that Jessie has specifically asked me to make sure I always wash the knife and put it back, and that we keep it tidy. But the heat melted all the butter in it, so it's kind of grody anyway. So I'm just gonna mix it directly in. Whatever, it's fine. This is a great quantity of mint for this much butter, and there are no measurements here. Your mint to butter ratio can be whatever you think sounds good. I like a lot. All right, let's see. I love this spoon. This is the first random spoon I just pulled out of the drawer. It's totally an iced tea spoon. It's so or maybe an ice cream sundae spoon. But yeah, so I'm just gonna mix this right in. You can, as I said, do this in a food processor, and that works great too. But yeah, look at all that. We just vibe with the butter. Yeah, absolutely. You measure with your heart. Totally. And I'm going to do that this whole time. There are no timers. There are no measurements. It's fine. We are measuring with our hearts the entire time. Oh, sorry about that noise. All right. These are starting to get a little cute browning on them. So I'm going to just put them back to rest in there. But I am going to turn off the oven so it doesn't continue to heat. So that's a little bit even higher ratio of mint to butter than I usually like, but I have a little more butter over here. Sorry, that's probably really loud. It's right next to the microphone. Where we're going, we don't need measurements. That's right. I like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw, I don't know, another blob in there. That's like 2 tablespoons. Ugh. And then I've got some that's cooler mixing with some that's warmer, and it's just gonna get real weird in here, and that's okay. It's whatever. It all comes out in the wash. I think that's what Willy Wonka says about all his child sacrifices, I'm pretty sure. It'll all come out in the wash. I don't know why that stuck with me. I think I grew up finding that statement really threatening instead of soothing, because, Willy Wonka. Anyway, Kerrygold, heck yes. That bug video cracks you up. She is the best. She's also right here. I'm going to take you on a little journey to the floor. There she is. Do you have something to say to your fans? Yeah, there we go. There she is. Cool. I'm going to set you back on there. There she is. She just came over and flopped on the floor next to me right before you said that. But yes, I did post a very excellent little bug video. She's just so weird. I love her. And she's quite chatty. Okay, that looks like a happier ratio of mint to butter to me. And again, it should be unsalted. Why does it smell salty? Unsalted. It is unsalted, but I salted the crap out of my cucumbers, so it's all good. All right. Don't put the butter in the sink, Friday. That's silly. Cool. So now this can sit and just soak up all that minty goodness. Yeah, totally, right? That's totally a Willy Wonka thing. It's like a child meets some horrible fate and Willy Wonka's like, it's cool. That made an impact on me. All right, let's see. Now, speaking of seasoning setting, we are going to move on to our curried chicken salad. Because spices, or spices, as we call them in my household, like to have time to bloom. So I just grabbed a frickin' rotisserie. I thought about cooking my own chicken, and then I was like, ew, or I could not, because it's still pretty warm. Yeah. Oh yeah, the salted one does have the gold foil, you're right. We don't buy salted butter because we bake so much, so I never remember. All right, I'm just going to do this with my hands. I pulled out those forks like I was going to use them, but no. I washed my hands, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to jump in. Hey, bub. Curry chicken salad is the jam. I'm actually going to make a lot of it. Some of it will go into sandwiches for myself and Teacup, but I think a lot will get saved for Jesse to take to work. Because let me tell you, those ambulance shifts have been brutal for him this week. It's been rough, and that guy could use some curry chicken salad made with love. All right. Oh, I just ripped the breast right off the chicken. Oh, just like that in my freaking hand. Am I leaving the skins on? Yes. It'll make a weirder texture. I don't care. I like it. So you can decide if you want to leave the skin off, then you won't have little bits of skin in your chicken salad on your sandwich. But that is a texture preference thing. I like it. Yeah, I will. I will pass on your love. Thank you. It's been rough. EMT's work bonkers shifts, and he's also doing a lot of like ER tech work now too. Yeah. No spite is the secret ingredient. Yeah, true. Yeah, so he's having a rough little week, but he's almost through it. I think, what is today? It's Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, I think he's still got one more shift this week, and then he's got a couple days off, so to just sit around and eat chicken salad, I hope. Yeah. There we go. This is what I do. You can absolutely chop it into nice little bites. Having a chicken salad where the chicken is all like nicely cubed for elegant bites is a lovely thing to do. I tend to roll more country style, and I just shred the shit out of it and call it a day. There is nothing, fine dining about the way that I do this at all. You know me, I'm about that like comfort food life, and I don't slow down enough to make things fancy, and it tastes delicious. So there we go. I may run a quick knife through it just so we don't have some big strands, but I'm going to turn this entire chicken into curry chicken salad. Heck yes. And by the time I'm done pulling this chicken, I think I can take the almonds out of the oven and let them start cooling. So we're already halfway through our chicken sandwich situation, which is, is that a memoir? Is that a rom-com? Is it a punk band chicken sandwich situation? I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a sapphic punk band for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. This is making me want roasted chicken. Yeah. Oh, I just found a little oyster. Do y'all know about it's basically their little muffin top, chicken muffin top, right above the thigh at the base of the spine where this little chicken butt is. It's called the oyster of the chicken, and it is the best part. It's like so fatty, so full of flavor. The oyster of the chicken is the best part. There's a little fun fact for you. Let's see if this guy has one still. No, I already got that one. Yeah. So delicious. Also, it's fun to say the oyster of the chicken. People who are not familiar with that term are always like, excuse me, those are two different animals, you maniac. Or are they? Yeah, rom-com, chicken sandwich situation, chicken salad situation. Yeah, that's very cute. I like it. Does it take place in a deli? I think it has to. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna wash this nastiness off my hands. I learned about the oyster straw. Oh, I forgot that they pointed those ones out in Amelie. Totally. That movie is completely about the sensual. There's a lot of culinary sensuality in that movie, so I'm not surprised. All right. Now, obviously, all the bits and bones go in the freezer for making stock later. Obviously. Not gonna waste it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have to show you Bug again. We have to take a little Bug break because this girl, oh my God. That's my cat just lying in that patch of sunshine. Oh my God. I don't know if you can see, but she's like in full otter cat mode. She's glorious. There you go. Your regularly scheduled Bug break, which is very important, as is water. I'm taking a little water break. Well, it's part water. You thought it was, sure, Rocky Mountain oysters, totally. And you know, I could see a deli rom-com because rom-coms aren't designed to be realistic, right? They're designed to be cutesy and like 100%. Plus, then you can talk about like meat cute, but like they say it in iZombie, where it's like flesh, meat. Oh no, Jaden. Okay, Jaden, do not watch if it's just like making you feel unhappy. We want you to feel good and groovy. So if this is going to be hard for you while you don't have access to food, then, you know, take a break and take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to run a knife through it so that I don't have so many big chunks and strands. And I think we're going to need a bigger bowl. Schwamp, schwamp. That's the cutting noise. It actually does, scientific fact, it does actually taste better if you say schwamp, schwamp while you're cutting the chicken. That's just science. There you go. Yeah. I think delis are romantic, but I come from deli people. I come from deli people is such a good thing to say. I love that. That's hilarious. All right, there we go. Just get this down to like little bite sizes. An entire chicken. Yeah, I worked in a grocery store deli too. It was Whole Foods, and it was fucking terrible. It was terrible. Yeah. My grandfather owned a Jewish deli in downtown in the 60s and 70s. Sarah, that is so cool. I love that. I love that Sarah Shea fact. All right. Bigger bowl, please. Maybe even bigger. Not that big. Okay, I have so many bowls. Oh, that's a good one. Plus, orange is Jesse's favorite color, so this is going to be extra like a treat for Dr. Boyfriend. It's going to have all this orange happy energy in it too. Swoop. Mom worked in a Greek deli. Wait, hold up. My friend, you know how to make spanakopita? Do you know that that's literally my #1 favorite food in the entire world? My actual #1, hands down, no hesitation, favorite food in the world. I have never learned how to make it. Will you teach me? Oh my gosh. If you ever have my papa's cooking and feel the romanticism of delis, I love that. Oh my gosh. That's so good. I like the idea that a deli is a very romantic place. I just feel like that makes sense to me. Not from the worker standpoint, but like from the attending standpoint. Ah! So loud. Okay. I'm gonna set these. Oh, gorgeous. So, let's see. They are very warm, light brown to me. I feel like the camera makes them look a little cooler toned than they actually are. But they're so pretty and they smell so good. Perfectly toasted almond slivers. Obviously, you can chop up whole almonds or whatever. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how to get on Friday's good side. Yes, pretty much. Honestly, how to get on Friday's good side is like, smile at me and be nice to me and want to be my friend. Like a golden retriever. You literally just have to be like, hey, Friday, I think you're neat and I want to be your friend. And I'll be like, can we? Ah! Like, that's how I roll. Ooh, what department are you working in now? Lots of pepper, lots of pepper. Pepper forever. Sergeant Pepper. All right. Garam masala. How much? I don't know. Until it looks right. A lot, for sure. Oh, it's all like packed in there. Where are my other spices? Oh, hiding behind the salt. Clever. Some curry powder. Oh, that can. Oh, goddamn, that smells good. Now the question is, raisins or no raisins? What do you think? Group vote. I like it either way. Anyone in my household who's gonna be wanting to eat this anyway likes it either way. Raisins, right? Oh yeah. Set it aside, give everything time to bloom and plump. Oh, plus we get to say bloom and plump, which is nice. My house seasoning. This is my house seasoning that I put on basically everything. That's not gonna be enough. Yoink. So this is smoked paprika and granulated garlic and salt. And it's delicious. Curry with raisins. Hell yeah. We're gonna do it. Yeah. It's called To Go. You order online, we shop it, and then you come. Oh, yeah. Cool. Nice. I'm familiar with that kind of service. That's awesome. That's been such a lifesaver for so many people in the last year. I know my parents were utilizing that kind of service heavily. Let's see. Yes. I always keep raisins around just in case I make mole. And I guess just in case I make chicken salad. How do you feel about cheesecake? I one time dated a girl who was terrible, and I stayed with her for like maybe an extra month or two longer than I would have because she kept buying me cheesecake. And it would confuse me. Like a love potion. So, I feel like that should tell you. Yeah. Yum. Most commercially available cheesecake is like not even the same dessert. I know. I have a fantastic New York style cheesecake recipe from a restaurant that I used to run when I was 19. And it is delicious. And I have all the recipes from that restaurant. It was like Americana comfort food restaurant that had like Brazilian kind of seasoning influence. Yeah. Love potion cheesecake. It worked. I will tell you. So ways to get on Friday's good side. I'm like giving you all the cheat codes over here. Smile at me and tell me you want to be my friend. And then also feed me cheesecake and I will be your bestie for life. Honestly, even the first part of that is enough. If anyone wants to be my best friend, I'm like, okay. Yeah. All right, great. So we've got some raisins. We'll see if we need more raisins once there's goo in there. All right. Yes. Dr. Boyfriend is really into this avocado oil mayonnaise. I like the less healthy for you stuff better, but also I don't think this is like a health food, so whatever. And in the context of mayonnaise-based salads, I can barely notice a difference. It's just like slightly tangier. But this is the one I always have around anymore. My husband's also a fan of cheesecake. So good. There's something about the texture that's like, just, I don't know. It's like, well, okay, I'm about to show you my foodie synesthete escorpion side. There's something about the texture of cheesecake that is, frankly, erotic. And I'm about that life. So, there you go. Welcome to Oversharing About Food stream. But yeah, it's so sensual. It's so like, there's something about this just so like dreamy, and it just makes you feel good. I don't know. It's just a good texture. There we go. Make Friday cheesecake. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, best friends. Yes. Step 2 is literally tell Friday you want to be best friends. That's step 2. It's pretty straightforward. The road to becoming my bestie is extremely straightforward. Yes, make a cheesecake. Yay. It's always a good time to make cheesecake. All right, look, I already know I'm going to have to go in here with my hands to get this the texture that I want. Just avoiding it. But I already know. Oh, yeah. And we want this to be, like, frickin' orange. Step 2 is Panacopiata. There it is. So both of the steps toward becoming Friday's best friend involve snacks. That actually, yeah, that tracks. We're all best friends now! Yes! That's only my, like, entire life goal. Is for everyone to be best friends all the time. Alright. Cool. Maybe I don't actually have to get my hands, like, way up in this. Ugh, I just don't want to. Alright. That looks pretty relatively evenly spread. And it's making the squishy noise, so that's good. It's a good sign. All right, I'm gonna try it. More spice. More spice, more raisin. Always. Here you go, curry powder. And that garam masala is my favorite. I am obsessed with garam masala. Alright. I'm gonna break that up. It's all hardened. Yes. Just a bunch. How much? Enough. I'm totally using my mother's, and I guess a lot of people's mothers' measuring method here. How much spice do I put in? I don't know. Enough until it's done. Until it looks this color and tastes this way. So I was talking on Tiki Taki the other day about my great grandma Beulah and how she had the first radio cooking show and the first television cooking show in the United States in Chicago during the Great Depression, right? And a little bit after. And I have all her recipes. And I was talking about her like chilled cucumber and zucchini soup that I grew up with. And so it's just what her name tastes like to me because I grew up forming the association between that soup of hers and her name. And it's so good. And it got me thinking about making a little series on here of, you know, demoing my great grandmother's recipes from when she was a very famous chef, celebrity chef during the Great Depression. There's some weird shit in there. I mean, as you might expect. But yeah, I've got this whole database of her recipes and like a bunch of, she made all these zines that she sent out to like all these housewives that listened to the radio that she had her show on. All these recipe zines for different seasonal stuff. And we have a bunch of them. Okay, let's see. You wanted salt? Yeah. I think it just needs to bloom. But that's pretty good. Yeah. Color test is so big. Absolutely. There we go. More raisins. But now, what if I want to make mole? I almost did put mole on the schedule for today's cooking stream, but then I was like, it's hot as shit outside. I'm not making mole. I'm gonna stand over like a simmering cauldron for a few hours. That. I will buy more raisins. Yes, that is the solution. I will make mole with y'all and share my family mole recipe on another day. A day that is not like 85 degrees or whatever it is out there. Okay, great. That looks good. I'm going to put it aside. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Getting messy. Cool. I'm going to swap out my cutting board because this one is grody. Hand wash break. Yes. Perfect. Now who's left? The salmon sandwiches. Oh my gosh. I love smoked salmon cream cheese sandwiches. Like, what is not to love? Oh my gosh. I gotta get all of my beverages.
All of the beverages!
Thank you, Teacup. A resounding beverage support from Teacup in the other room. All right. Chat says hi, Teacup. You can come say hi if you want to. I know you're watching Critical Role, but yeah. I just noticed we have the same kind of stovepipe. I use mine as more counter space. Totally. I use it for cooking, and also it is additional counter space, which is so valuable. In a small kitchen. Uh-oh, here comes that kid. Troublemaker. Do not bite my face.
I just went to the dentist, so...
Well, I still don't want you to bite my face. Like, that doesn't make it better. Like, at least it's clean.
Sure it does.
Oh my gosh. You are a monster.
Wait, I don't have to do this.
This child is a monster.
What? My alarm just went off for
Oh, yeah, you can drink. Okay.
Regular stuff.
Okay. All right. Teen chaos momentarily. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Tell teacup ukatoa?
Ukatoa!
Oh my gosh, okay, that did mean something to you. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. What does that mean?
Oh, that's the god, or that's the demon entity that
is this a...
sold
Got
his
it,
soul,
okay.
sold his soul to,
Cool.
essentially, and then fought multiple times and is now holding on to the one thing that actually gives him any power, or brings him back. So,
Excellent.
sorry, spoilers for Critical Role Campaign 2.
Yeah. I like that the chat understood you.
Yes.
But I'm like so far behind on Critical Role that I'm really intimidated by it at this point. I'm like, I don't know. There's so
Hey, Exandria Unlimited is actually
I am very excited about that.
a good place to like start.
Mm-hmm. I'm amped.
And
I'm Exandria Unlimited. Yes.
There's gonna be a stream. Oh, we can do that better. There's gonna be they're gonna be streaming it tomorrow.
I have to test the salmon to make sure it's good.
So
Okay, so smoked salmon is the best thing ever invented. Basically. Holy crap. So, I do like smoked salmon for these tea sandwiches. However, you can also just use like steamed salmon, sauteed salmon, pan-fried salmon, whatever you want, so long as it is moist and fatty. It is going to be flavorful and magical. Yeah, totally. I love that y'all got it when I was putting it phonetically. Yeah, I took a swing at it. I'm glad that it worked out. Oh yeah, Abria is so awesome.
Bria's amazing!
Was I saying that wrong? I've only ever read her name.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay. Abria. Cool. I've been putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Neat. Yeah. I need to bribe my friend to make me more. My stepfather has a backyard smoker that he's like so into, and the last couple times he's come to visit, he just keeps bringing me gorgeous smoked salmon fillets. And I'm like, oh, yes. Abria. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's, when you know someone purely online and you only ever read their name, Abria. Yeah. Thank you. Continue to correct me on any names ever until I get them right, please. Yeah. Oops. Cool. Cut this up real small. Excellent. We're going to put it in a ball. Swoop. And this one I am going to use an electric tool for. So I will turn my microphone down when it's that time because I just hate the idea of doing that to you all on the microphone. It's just gotta be unpleasant. Yeah. Got an indoor cold smoker. I'm excited to try fish with it soon, but cheese and salt. You've been doing your own smoked salt, you glamorous friend. Love that. Oh my gosh, just look at this. Ugh. Why is salmon a perfect creature? I love it. One of my favorite things about living in the Northwest, there's just always salmon around. Always. God damn, this is good. I just got whatever salmon was on sale at the store, because smoked salmon is kind of expensive. But I found some smoked salmon on sale, or, sometimes I'll, score a bunch of fresh salmon, at a pretty decent bulk rate, and just freeze it, and then I'll just process it myself. Smoked a batch I extracted. Oh my gosh, you're over there making your own sea salt and smoking it yourself? You are so amazing. I adore your skill set. You just continue to amaze me every time I talk to you. It's been years and years, and you just continue to amaze me. All right. Great. So we just did 2 whatever size packets of whatever smoked salmon that was. All right. Old salmon hands over here. Oh, I love friendship. I don't know if y'all knew that. Okay, and now cream cheese. I cheated a little, and I'm not sorry. I got the kind that's already whipped, so it's faster. It's already, halfway there. Cream cheese filled with air. All right. Womp. Womp. I like my salmon cream cheese to be heavier on the salmon than the cream cheese, so I'm going to go ahead and start with just a few womps, And then I will add more womps as necessary to reach the consistency I want. And I hope I haven't over-womped already, but no matter what, it's going to be delicious, regardless of the number of womps. So, yeah. See, I guess we are using real measurements. Use whipped cream cheese with yours too, right? It just like, it just does half of the work for you. Like, why not? What in the heckity peg? Come back here, you little brat. There we go. All right. Cool. I'm going to do this. So let me turn my mic way the fuck down and hope I remember to turn it back up. But I just don't want to hurt your ear holes. Cool. So I hope that wasn't too bad. And it is plenty pink, so I'm done womping. Did I just eat like 2 tablespoons of cream cheese? Yes. Am I happy with my life decisions? Incredibly. All right. So now here's the fun part. We are going to take a little bit of heavy whipping cream. I would commit tax fraud for a good bagel with that on it right now, right? Okay, put just a little heavy whipping cream just to kind of, you know, creamy smooth it and add a little sweet. Because while cream cheese is creamy smooth, it is not sweet. All right, do I have my favorite tool? Is it clean? Yes, don't you love it when your favorite utensil is in the drawer ready to use, right when you want it? So, okay, I have Scooch Buddy. These are some bomb fresh pickles that we got at Costco, which I almost just called Cosquito. I did a session 0 for a Pasión de las Pasiones campaign last night, and I have been in pure Spanglish mode ever since. So anyway, I'm taking a little dipperful, and it has fresh dill pickled in it, and I'm going to put that in here too. So yeah, just a little bit of that, and then we'll come back to it if we want more. But yeah, so now there's a little bit of that fresh dill. There's a little bit of heavy whipping cream. I poured them in separate areas so that I could combine them without them getting weird at each other first. And then I'm going to do, yeah, I could do fresh pressed garlic and it would probably be tastier, but I'm feeling a little bit disinclined to cut up a bunch of garlic right now. So I'm using not much of the granulated. Shallots would be bomb if I had any. I do not have shallots. These I was just throw in whatever spices I think will be groovy together. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you know what I might do just to be a brat? I have this everything bagel seasoning and I didn't over salt it yet. This stuff's salty as heck. I'm gonna do it. This is a weird move. I'm doing it. This is for you, Sarah J. Put bagel seasoning in there. Heck yeah. All right. I'm gonna blend this up again, so I'm turning myself down. So the key to like really baller salmon cream cheese spread for your tea sandwiches is to have an awesome blend of that like fatty, almost sweet fish thing going on with your salmon. You want to have enough of a tart to it, like a vinegar of some sort. I love pickle brine so much. Apple cider vinegar is great. Whatever you want. Sherry vinegar is great, etc. Shallot infused red wine vinegar I have done, and it is unbelievable. But yeah, pickle juice was on hand today and is great, and already had that dill in there, so like score, save me a step. So yeah, you want good salt, fat, and acid balance. And you know, a little bit of sweet to balance everything out is always good, but it's like such a savory food, and honestly we're putting it on white bread, so that's basically sugar anyway. So I think we're handled on that front. It's fatty enough that it tastes sweet. Does that make sense? Salmon has like enough of a sweet note to it to stand on its own. I need a utensil. More utensils. You're watching me. Oh, and beach TV from the deck. Look at you. Living such a glamorous little beach hobbit life this week. I love it. You're my hobbitiest friend. That's why I always like make a comment about you being a hobbit. Okay. That's fucking great. I'm gonna save those for myself. Put them in my little tea saucer. Everyday hobbit, I love it. Yeah, so that is super delicious. I'm glad I didn't put more salt in because that everything bagel seasoning is extremely salty. And it just, yeah, that's exactly as salty as it needs to be. It does taste a little bit like the ocean now in a really dreamy sort of way, which we appreciate. I'm gonna really need a proper spoonful of that to like make sure that it's exactly what I want. I love it. It could have a smoother, moussier texture. And if I whipped it for longer, it would. But I love a little texture. It makes me feel like I'm eating real food and not fairy tale food. And there's a time and a place for both. But for like just an everyday little tea, I love when it has like a little texture to it. I feel like you can taste that like a person made this, you know? Yeah. I don't mind texture. Cool. We got that. We got that. Oh my gosh. I think we're just about ready to assemble. Tea sandwiches. Assemble. Or whatever. Great. So let's see. I need more cutting boards. More cutting boards. Okay. Get these out of my way. I'm using all the space in my kitchen. It's going to be awesome. Great. So these guys are the last step before we are ready. Let's put them all there. New knife. I'm gonna just chop the crap out of them. You want them, like, you can put them in a food processor, but again, I hate the noise and I hate to put you through the noise. I know I could just mute, but I hate the noise too, so we get this crunch. This is a nicer noise. I love this folding method. So you obviously, well, it might not be obvious to everyone. It was one of the first things I learned in cooking school, but I have learned that that's not necessarily something everyone just like learns at home. You don't want to scrape your board with your blade. You can use the back of your knife to scrape your stuff to move it around, but if you scrape the blade sideways like that, it dulls it so quick. It's terrible to do to your knives. But I am a huge fan when I'm chopping ingredients and I need to get a pretty consistent texture all the way through. I do love the side scrape and fold to turn things on the board and to kind of put them all together. That's one of my favorite techniques for getting a nice even chop through anything I'm doing like this. Garlic, parsley, almonds, whatever it is. The side scrape and fold really helps with size and texture consistency. Since you cook, does teacup do cleanup? Yes. That's a new concept to me, honestly. Have a lot of cultural baggage that is like, no, you do the cooking and the cleaning and serve everyone all the time. And I am just starting to be like, wait a minute. I don't have to do that. That's bullshit. I always scrape the board with my knives. No wonder they're so dull. See, you know, and yeah, I'm so glad that I changed my phrasing there because It isn't obvious. I didn't learn it until I was 17 and I was in cooking school. It's just that then I've done this professionally for so long that now I'm like, well, duh, everyone knows that. But like, no, that's not something that you're born knowing. Yes, if you scrape the board sideways with your blade, you will super dull it very quickly. Yeah. And now you know, which is half the battle. The other half is not doing that anymore. Great. So this looks good to me. It's relatively small. It's going to look very elegant when we're done with it. Yes. Alrighty. Now, where's my butter? My butter. I'm going to do something extremely weird. And by weird, I mean delicious, obviously. Okay, take the rest of our Kerrygold here. Ooh, don't throw that away, silly goose. I've started folding these and keeping them in my fridge, so whenever I need to butter a pan, swoop, swoop, super easy. And then I'm not wasting my butter. Okay, great. We've got a fork here. I need... Where are you? Who didn't plan ahead? All right, we're gonna use mustard and curry. Yes. And again, this is a spice butter that I could have done yesterday, but I didn't. We're gonna do it together now. So mix that. Mustard is the important one here. Yeah. And again, this works better if you use a tool of some sort, food processor, or, you know, electric beater, as we did with the salmon. I just don't want to, so I'm just going to smash the crap out of it with a fork. So this is just curry and mustard powder in butter. Comes together real quick, real easy, no biggie. And let's see, because my almonds are not salted, I am going to salt the butter. That is not salt. There you are. Yeah. I'm going to salt the butter, and I'm not going to be shy about it. There we go. Okay. What sandwich should we do first? Should we do the cucumber sandwiches first, the salmon sandwiches first, or the chicken curry sandwiches first? What do you think? We can do anything in this world if we believe. All right, done with that knife, done with that knife. Whoop. Oh, I almost dropped this on the floor, but then I accidentally caught it with my knife through the handle. We're gonna pretend that was on purpose, because it was badass. Whoa. That's as close to martial arts as I get. Cucumber last for soggy factor. Okay, chicken curry is yum. All right, I'm gonna split the difference. Say, forget it. I'm gonna do salmon first. Changing both to chicken curry. Okay, we can do it. Oh my gosh. I love you all so much. Okay, let's do the simple one first. I retract the question. I thought that was gonna be a more resounding one or the other. We're gonna do the salmon first. And yeah, and then the other two will have time, a little bit extra time for, you know, seasoning bloom and all that. So this one is simple, extremely simple, and it doesn't even take a lot to make it look cute because it's already pink and fluffy. So I'm just gonna put a nice fatty layer of that on. If you've watched my cooking streams before, you know that my favorite measurement for servings is a fatty layer. So, by a fatty layer, I mean, yeah, I just really globbed that sucker on there. This is a little thicker cut white bread than I usually find. It's also extremely floofy. It is thick, indeed. Great, and now we get the serrated knife, right? This is the cutesy part. And also, my favorite snack is the ends, the sandwich leavings. When I used to work at an English tea room when I was young, I was in charge of cutting sandwiches pretty often, and I would just save all these aside and they would be my lunch. My like staff lunch was all the sandwich edges. It was awesome. Swoop. We didn't have like actual official crew meals there, but we just made it happen. Sandwich edges, they were just gonna get thrown out and we were like, excuse me. For me, please. Great. These guys, I've kind of always done them in rectangles. It can be triangles. You can use cute little cookie cutters to make like little star shapes or whatever you want. But there we go. That one, a little chunk fell out. Doot. Just little cuties. And then we can set them around. All right? So these guys will just set right there. What did you say, Ladybug? Ah, that's what I thought. But you know what? I'm feeling even a little daintier than this right now. So I think I might even do them in half again just to be extra. Now they're little squares. And then we're like 2-bite ones. Yeah, that just feels fun. And I am wiping off my blade between because this stuff is super gunky and it will make a mess and it'll fuck up your other cuts. So there we go. You tend towards squares. Squares are just so damn cute. Boop. Boop. And now we have this like adorable little like fan situation. They're all going around the edge there. Doot, doot, doot. Sandwich. Very good. So we got that friend. We love a salmon sandwich. Now let's do the curry. Yeah, when you put them on end like that, totally. They're just so stinking cute because they've got all their little pink goodies like showing. I love it. All right, let's do our curry sandwich. I'm excited about this. This was always my favorite one. Got my 2 white bread. And I'm going to take, it makes so much squishy sound, which is great. Put a fatty layer, as we do. If you go right up to the edge, then all of your rinds will be full of delicious filling as well. You don't have to. You can go just inside and then just cut right up to it. And that was an encouraged practice at the tea shop where I worked, but I will admit that I often went right up to the edge because I knew it meant more goodies in the crust for me. Theft! Company theft! I don't feel bad. Yes, great. Excellent. Now, because I was smushing it into the bread on that side, I flipped it over so as I'm cutting it should like even out which bread is thicker. All right. Let's cut in. Oh, yeah, baby. Chunky chicken curry. Ooh, I need a new paper towel already. That one is covered in cream cheese. Do you choose other breads for the sandwiches? Sometimes, yeah. I kind of choose whatever I feel like that day. And I am a fan of like, you know, a real thin sliced pumpernickel or like I'm a sucker for a rye. Like a rye with a lot of caraway seed in it is my everything. So yeah, I think so long as if you're using a higher like a higher hull kind of content bread, the thicker ones, the darker ones that tend to be more like heavy, just make sure it's cut thinner because the whole point of this is to be a dainty little bite. So white bread is kind of the standard because it's the marshmallow of breads. It's a cloud. There's like nothing there basically. It's a vehicle for the filling. But if you are pairing a filling to a really nice bread that actually complements it on purpose, which I will admit I'm not doing today. I'm going just like boring standard. But if you choose your bread on purpose to pair with and complement the filling, I think it can be really well done. But yeah, I agree with Chandra. Like it's, yeah, the white bread is absolutely, it's just a vehicle for the filling. The filling is the point of the sandwich. Yeah. But of course, there is no wrong way to do this. Literally any snack can be a tea snack if you have it with tea. So lettuce is good too. Absolutely. Watercress sandwiches are a thing. I've always found them a little bitter for me. But now I like radishes a lot more. So maybe I'll like it now. Oh. The historic Victorian mansion is really thinly sliced white bread. Yeah, I went with way fluffier than usual. These are very much not the like dainty kind. These got some heft to them. This is like your friends are coming over or your mom is coming over and you want to do something a little shishi, but you also want like a meal with your friends. Okay, I'm making tiny triangles because we made tiny squares, so my bread did get a little squished because my knife is not as sharp as I would like. And also because I'm not patient. If you saw through it gently and don't push down on it, then your bread won't squish. But I got impatient. So that's on me. Great. Okay, now the best part. Oh, it smells so good. Butter. Big bowl of butter. That's the best part. All right, so I'm going to take the long side, the hypotenuse. Is that what that is? And I'm going to just frickin' put a bunch of butter on the side. Womp. That is, it's a decent womp of butter. And you want to go all the way up to the edges on one side. And then we're going to dip it on that side in our almond. So it's on the outside. So now you got these gorgeous little Sammies that are absolutely just crusted in almond. All right. Look at that little buddy. Wait, can I do it under here? Maybe. Swoop. Yes. Yes. So cute. So cute. Yeah. And so delicious. This is the curry mustard compound butter. And then dipped in toasted almond. And it's got that curry chicken salad inside. Holy crap. Hi, Lisa. Oh, am I super quiet? I know my microphone is pretty far away from my face. So I'm using just like my crappy computer microphone. But hello. So there we go. Isn't that darling? Cool. Thank you for that. I turned it up. I appreciate you. I never know what my volume is doing, both like in my personal life and in my streaming life. All right. Ugh. Yes, curry, mustard, butter. This is one of my favorite inventions. Oh my gosh. And then back in the almonds. Oh. It's so pretty. It's really simple, and then people think you're like doing a whole fancy thing. Yeah, totally. That's where the almonds come into play. Yeah, and the butter holds them in place and is just delicious. Now, I will tell you a little celebrity story. The tea shop where I used to work, we had a few local celebrities come in pretty regularly, and one of them was Sarah McLachlan. She'd like come in and be like, no butter on my sandwiches, but I do want the almonds on there. And we were like, well, we'll do our best, but it just does not stick as well if you don't slather it with butter. You shouldn't be watching this stream before dinner. This is my dinner. Yes, cute, 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 cute. Here we are. We have our little almond crusted chicken curry sandwiches, and then we have our little salmon mousse sandwiches on the other side. I'm going to call them mousse even though it's kind of chunky because it sounds fancy and I want my friends to be impressed with me. So there. Yes, so that's that one. And then all that's left is the ding dang cucumber sandwiches. The classique. All right, I still have one more clean side. We're always impressed with you. Same. Here we go. White bread. And then we get our compound mint butter. Here we go. This like super soft gooey mint butter. This sucker's gonna go all on the inside. Oh, this is Teacup's favorite thing in the universe. The cucumber sandwich with mint butter. Oh, I summoned them. Teacup, I'm putting so much mint butter on this sandwich. Are you excited? That's a pretty heavy amount of butter. Yes, do it up. Why not? It's beautiful. Hi. Hello. Oh, the casual lean. Excellent. Oh, we deserve the casual lean. That's kind of a big deal. That means that they're quite excited about what I am making. This is what my teenager does when they think that I'm cooking something yummy and they want it. The casual lean with the heavy sigh. Yeah. Hi, Teacup in all caps from Chandra. All right, we have these, and they are dry enough to stick to butter, which is great. They are thin cut. They are salt and peppered. Yeah, you can have it when I'm done. Can I get through it? Okay. And we're going to overlap these And I do like to give them a pretty nice overlap. I go about halfway across so that it creates a good thick layer. Again, thick is what we are doing with our tea sandwiches today. Womp. One womp at a time. There we go. Swoop. And of course you can do the compound butter on the edge of the sandwich and then dipped in something complimentary if you want with any of these, any kind of tea sandwich you make. If you can think of a delicious seasoned butter and something delicious to dip it in, this one, to be honest with you, I would totally put more mint butter on the edge, and then I would carefully press like little violet flowers, or even nasturtium could be really good. Yeah. Now I saw some dinner. This won't be utter torture. Well, we finished the chicken sandwiches, and now we are doing the cucumbers, the cucumba. Yes. Okay, great. So I've got a nice layer of cucumba, and I've got a thick layer of mint butter on either side. There we go. And back to the knife.
Sorry, this will be quick.
You're fine. You're refilling Friend Robot?
Yep.
Yeah, it won't be that quick, but that's okay. We have a 5 liter Zojirushi water heater that we go through like at least one a day for tea in our house. So, and it is named Friend Robot, as is the one at the tea house. At the tea house, our big heavy-duty Zojirushi is named Friend Robot, and then our 2 little kettles that we use for other temperatures are called the Brewsome Twosome, and they are Bonavita gooseneck kettles. Oh my gosh. Yum. I'm going to do it. Oh, mint butter. Okay. You know, do I have... Let me see. I might have... Oh, we're in luck. Is Lisa still here? Lisa, are you still here? I know you said you were just popping in.
Hi, Lisa.
I'm about to make you really happy. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
We're going to do this one. Let's do triangles again. You got this. You got this. Okay. Mint butter is just incredible. It's so good. Oh, it's like, how is something so fatty, comforting, but also so bright, fresh, cheerful at the same time? Just amazing. Okay. So we cut this in triangles. We're going to cut it also in triangles again. The smaller it gets and the warmer everything is, the harder it is to cut gracefully. If you chill your bread before you use it, it won't like smush as quickly. I did not do that. Not only did I not chill my bread, I actually had it on the stove right next to where the heat vent is while I was roasting the almonds. So this bread is unusually warm even. So these are gorgeous just on their own, right? They're beautiful. They're textured. They've got all this color to them. We used English cucumbers and left the skin on. It's pretty typical to peel them first, but I love the skin. And I think visually it's so much more elegant and interesting. What we're going to do is, just for cuteness and funsies, I am going to put a little more mint butter on the edge. And my dear friend Lisa gave me some nasturtiums the other day. We had a little garden hangout, and I came home with tasty pepper flowers. So I'm going to make these so pretty. Put our mint butter all on the side. And now I'm going to use this little baggie of nasturtiums that I still had in my fridge. They're just so pretty. I love these petals. So I'm going to take these. And nasturtiums do have naturally like a really peppery flavor to them. And I think that they're going to be such an elegant companion to the mint and the cucumber. And there's already, you know, a lot of pepper on the inside, so we're kind of already playing with that flavor profile. And I can put just like a few little petals on the side. Maybe I want one more to fill it out. Approximately 1 bloom per Sammy, right? And that's so cute. And we can just put it on here. And now we've got flowers, edible flowers on our tea tray. What? Yes. Oh my gosh, you're going to share with your girls. Tea Sammy's advanced version. Yes, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm already obsessed with this. I've never put nasturtium petals on the edge of a sandwich like this, but it's just so pretty. Oh my gosh. Everything about this is beautiful, and I really especially like these ones that have a nice dark tongue in the middle, because I think it just visually gives such a nice little color effect. Heck yes. And if you are doing these for a party ahead of time, you can totally make them ahead of time, put them in the fridge. The thing is that the sandwich bread will dry out. So what you can do is get a paper towel and just get it a little damp, wring it out so it's truly just slightly damp. And then you can drape it over the whole thing in the fridge and it'll keep just fine. It'll stay totally fresh all day. So if you do your tea sandwich prep ahead of time for an event, don't even worry about it, but just be careful to cover it with a damp paper towel. And I mean very lightly. You don't want them soggy. You want to wring it out. I think I've said that clearly enough. Otherwise, you will not be happy. There we go. Oh my gosh. They're so stinking cute. I'm going to freak out. Okay, one more. Uno más. Sandwich. Hi, puppy. The dog finally got wise to the fact that there are culinary adventures occurring in here. Oh, what did I miss? Boop. These are so cute. What? So you can do this with any edible flower. This could be sunflower petals. It could be violets. It could be hollyhock. It could be whatever. Certain kinds of orchid, but be careful with that one because a lot of them are toxic. I don't know if you can hear Teacup fawning over their dog in the other room. It's so cute. Should take the final pic and put it on Instagram. Oh, I always do, my friend, you know. All right. So now we have, this is the top of our tray. What? Oh my gosh. So pretty. And I have grapes. Grapes are just like such a good part of any tea tray. Always good to have grapes. They could just roll around loose if you want, but I do like to cut them off in little bundles. Como así. And you can kind of structure them to fill in any gaps. My grapes are right on the edge. They're starting to look a little wonk, so I'm going to cherry pick them. So I've got like these weird little shapes. I'm going to like tuck that under there so it looks like a more complete little grapefruit. Totally. There we go. We love it. Get one for the other side so it's symmetrical because that feels very elegant. Right? And this is a show-off game. Doing something that is actually really fun and low effort, but making people think that you like really went out of your way about it. At least that's fun for me, but I'm an ex-theater kid, so show-off game is my jam. All right. What? Let me lift you up a little so you can get a more complete view of the surrounding mess, but also our beautiful little tea tray. Maybe I would put some strawberries in here, right? Oh, great. Pick them. I know I thought of that. I was like, it's a different fruit. Yeah, the theme of your last tea party. Showing off for your friends. That's a great tea party theme. I stand by that. I love that for you. Oh, you know what we can do? Let me show you something very cute. All right. Oh, so cute. Okay, so now this is what our tray looks like. Oh my gosh, got our nasturtium cucumber sandwiches on top. We've got our almond crusted ones and our darling little fluffy pink cloud squares. What? Now, let me show you something muy cool. Okay, so a little cucumber, and you can do this with plums as well, and I'm about to really showcase how rusty my technique is. I used to be able to just do this shit in my sleep, but let's see. So we want extremely thin. Just use the point of your knife to pull back almost to the base. Nope, that one was rough. Let's see. Good thing I didn't practice any of this first, right? I just remembered about this. Okay, so if you can get a pretty thin little strand, but keep it connected at the base. Oops. And then do that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. But on the 5th one, sever it all the way through. Yeah? So now I've got this cucumber that has 5 little slices all joined at the base. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, and hopefully this works, if I cut it thin enough, you can take this little buddy and curl it in. The second one, you can take the second little slice and curl it in. Ooh, this one's going to snap. It's too thick. Ooh. No, we did it. Amazing. And now you have this adorable little shape you can put on your tray, and it fills out that little space so nicely. And in a perfect world, I would have some little fresh sprigs of dill or something to kind of form a little nest under it. A little greenery, a little floofery, some like fern. You could put a little fern scrap under there. Fern is safe. Yeah, so then I can do that on the other side, and then it will be symmetrical. So cute. Yeah, and as I said, this works for plums. Awesome as well. They just have the right texture to them. Not you. Not you. Let's see. Swoop. Okay, pretty good. Or if you know how to flute a mushroom, which is a skill. Oh, this is not working. A skill that I learned in cooking school and haven't used since. Every now and again, I try to flute a mushroom just to see if I can still do it, and no. No, I really can't. It's one of those things that involves like a technique of holding close to the blade and like peeling off layers, and it looks amazing. And I did it just enough to pass that exam in culinary school, and then I never used it again. That was it. I was like, fuck you, mushroom fluting. Is that tourneing a potato was another one that I never used and kind of resent. They were like, we need 7 exactly symmetrical sides. It has to be shaped like a football. It has to be 2.5 inches long, and at its ends it must be 1/4 inch thick, but at its center it must be 1 inch thick. And yeah, it was ridiculous. It's fine dining stuff. It's so silly to me. All right, there we go. A second one. I can plug that in. It's a little rough, but fortunately, the tea sandwiches are going to serve to bolster it. So it'll look like it's holding its own shape, but really, the sandwiches are helping it. That will become immediately evident as soon as someone picks up a sandwich to eat. But it's cute. There we go. Ta-da! Flowers and fruit and little cucumber googly guys. That's amazing. All right. Let me see if I can move us to, is this going to work for me? Who's that going to show? Yay, I did it. Cool. So I can show you a bigger version of the whole thing from the side. I'm going to tilt this down a little so you can, I won't have to tilt the tray. Cucumber butterflies, thank you. It's like, what are these things? Weird little swoopy shape. So here we have our top row. Gorgeous. And our bottom row. Gorgeous. Of course, you could garnish it with more stuff. This would be a great place for some little fresh sprigs of herbs. Would look awesome in there, or like even a little lettuce bed just to bring some color to it would be great. But I didn't have either of those things on hand, so it's just not very decorated. That's fine. This is still plenty elegant to hang out with your friends and eat sandwiches. So there we go. Womp, womp, womp. Sandwich technique. Also, now I have this whole freaking plate of sandwich ends, which is very exciting. The salmon ones are my favorite. The salmon ends are like score because there's so much. It's just cream cheese, so the filling doesn't like fall out. You always get so much out of it. It's so good. Googly guys, so they called them in culinary school. Yes, that's a technical industry term, I'll have you know. Yeah, sandwich ends are so the best. I love it. It's delicious. I thought about also baking like little sugar cookies and stuff, but this is a really good kind of a food for if you don't want your oven to be on too much. Especially because I got the chicken just as a rotisserie from the grocery store. It was cheap. It was already done. That's it. Cucumbers and mint do not need to be heated to be delicious, although sauteed cucumber with a little sour cream and dill is like, mwah, love it. Marzipan would be awesome. Oh my gosh, especially if you made it in the shape of a penguin. I feel like marzipan is particularly delicious when it's penguin shaped. I don't know why. That's just the most delicious shape of marzipan to me, I think. Yeah, penguin cinnamon shaped. Or like when it's shaped like a little gift box with a little bow on it. That's also a very delicious shape of the exact same food. You know, some things just taste better if they're like a certain color or a certain shape. They just do. Like the pink conchas are the best ones. They also taste the same as most of the other colors. Yeah, I guess the brown ones have a little cocoa in the dust, and the white ones tend to have more cinnamon. But the pink ones, like, they taste basically the same as the other ones, but no, they don't. They taste way better. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, my loves. Gotta go do a bunch of work for work. But this is my favorite game, and I'm so happy that you all were interested in further In the Kitchen with Friday Twitch adventures, because I so miss teaching cooking classes, and I so miss like working in kitchens. Like, this is my happy place. So also, I just noticed in my own camera, and I have to show off, look, I did this on purpose. I made a ponytail with real curls on purpose, and it worked. So I just had to brag about that real quick, because I'm bragging about that to everyone today. So there we go. Let's see what friends are online we can go and say hi to. Yeah, now that we're all fueled up with sandwiches or looking at sandwiches, we should go say hi to Tanya. I haven't given Tanya a raid in quite a while. There's some, Motherland's post-episode Q&A going on over there. Okay, it's all wonderful people who we love. I am friends with like a third of the people on the screen right now, and we're gonna go say hi. All right. Okay, here we go. I always have to look up how to spell our name. Yes, go to the store, my love. Absolutely. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much. It is so fun to hang out with you. I'm going to post pictures of this on social media, so you can go and look at it, and I will also be porting this video over to YouTube, so if you want to revisit any of this, you totally can at any time. All right, love you, love you, love you. Mwah.